Yes. The Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the letters of the Greek alphabet. Yeah. Hence the first and the last. Applied to God in Revelation 1:8. Yes. 11 and 21:6. And to Christ in Revelation 22:13. Now, this Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the last, I know I'm doing the will of God when I am asking for the enforcement of the laws. And I know you're not doing the will of God when you don't enforce the laws because you don't want me to sue you. Now, I know the beginning and the first and the last. Yes. Could you get me, yes, those in each sheriff's department that said, no, we don't have to enforce the laws. We can live the lie that it's not our jurisdiction and we can have knowledge of crimes without being liable for the actual crimes being committed. I'm going to want the Gwen Tower system today and all those Nazis that said, no, he doesn't see. I do see because my family is actually Nazi. I'm almost sure of it today. Yes. That I know how the Nazis work. Pooch, they'd sow into the brain of every animal. They'd be on the citizens. And then they'd have that voice of God that would tell the citizen what to do. And the citizen would know, ooch, they don't see, ooch. So why don't you go ahead and violate the laws? Now, what we did not see is the Nazis always say the laws are never enforced in this county. They never do anything. As long as you pay, you can do whatever you want because the laws of the United States will not be enforced. But as that individual that can't be on the family dog, yes. As that person that can't be on you, yes. I know what the law says right now. What did I not see? You've been playing the voice of God. Now, the Nazis love to think they're God, don't they? Yes. You just sow into the brain of the dog. That wee small voice that says, go ahead, violate the laws of the United States. I'm going to want the Gwen Tower system. Now, approximately every 200 miles throughout the United States, we have an emergency broadcast system. In fact, why don't you get me all the emergency broadcasts on television? Yes. Let's say you were the emergency broadcast system and you sewed into all the brains of the house so that you could be the God of the actual House of the United States. I've often wondered about the emergency broadcast system, the IBS, or is that EBS? Every time they interrupt television programming for an emergency broadcast, is there something to make me believe that it's not on all the time? Now I know you're hearing the voice of God today, and the Lord wants you to violate the laws. The Lord wants you to.